Mr. Simpson, I know you kind of wanted a capture of what you taught me this year, but what you've taught me is more than just this year. You've taught me life lessons, you've taught me new things, you've taught me movie history, and I just want to go over all of this because my first year with you, 8th grade, back at the middle school, you taught me how to run a Mac, work a Mac, one of the older Macs. But you also taught me, with Elvita's help, how to socialize, how to avoid annoying people without meaning to, or bothering them. And that's something that's probably always going to stick with me. I'm going to be a lot less annoying because of you. And trust me, I've gotten bad. Then, you came to New Tech, you followed my class, and you came to New Tech. And I worked with you and the seniors during freshman year. We did the Star Wars Swedish video. That was one of my favorite projects with you. And I learned how to take a smaller role in things, and be happy with it and make it work and do it. And being able to work the smaller aspects of something rather than focusing on something big. Instead of me focusing on how the movie is done and what it's going to look like at the end, I just had to worry about my part. And being able to nitpick these teeny little details makes it all the better, to make it all that better. That something is going to stick with me. You taught me how to pay attention to details that can make something better. That'll be something that'll always stick with me. Sophomore year, we didn't really have a lot of class time together. I didn't get to learn a lot from you, and that's something I've regretted, having to work with Hammond Tree or Miss Harden instead of you. Something I didn't really like. Then, my junior year, we went over movies, and I learned how to blog, and I learned just so much about classic movies that I never knew. I never knew these movies before. I never knew what was out there. You taught me media. You taught me how to go through stuff, find facts, get details. Those are things that'll help me for the rest of my college days and probably after. Because now I know how to nitpick through my resources. You started me on that path. Senior year, I had the first trimester with you, and I learned to work into groups, to collaborate multiple products all at once, how to multitask efficiently, and how to get over my wanting to just dilly-dally, wanting to procrastinate to an extent. I was rather upset when I wound up having to switch out of your class due to theater, so I made sure I got into your 5th period as a study hall or something. And while I no longer learned things about the iMovie stuff like that, I still learned stuff from you. I did other schoolwork, and I learned how to help people, how to talk in a way that other people can understand when they need help. These are life lessons. These are things that are always going to stick with me. These are things that you've taught me or helped me learn. And I wanted to thank you because I know I've never really showed appreciation a whole lot. I've maybe passed you a thanks when you've done something that was nice, but I've never actually sat down and told you just how much you've changed my life and thanked you for it when I should have. So, thank you. Even if we lose contact after I graduate and go off to college, even if I never use any of the technical skills you've taught me, these life lessons, these things will always stick with me, and they have made me a better person. So thank you for this, Mr. Simpson.